Hi Year 7, this video is going to tell you how to play all of the Seven Nation Army melody. It's going to be about a 15-minute practice session. You'll need your saxophone, you'll need to be playing along, treat it like a lesson when we're doing our call and response. If at any point you need to pause it, go over what we've done, take a little breather, that's absolutely fine, but please make sure you make it from the beginning to the end of the video so that you get the whole melody down. We're going to start off with a little warm-up, just some long notes. We'll start on a G, we'll go G, A, B, C, D, E, G, A, B, C, D, E, the last D and E using the octave key, and then we'll start again at G and go down, G, F, E. Okay, so we'll start off with a G, 3 fingers down your left hand. We should all know this by now, so I'm not going to go through them individually. 4 beats on, 4 beats rest, and in that rest you're going to be taking a 2-beat breath. Okay, so after 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And breathe in. And breathe in. And breathe in. Now A, 3, 4. And breathe in. And again, 3, 4. Small, 3, 4. Now B, 3, 4. And again, 3, 4. Once more, 3, 4. And again, 3, 4. Now C, 2, 3, 4. And again, 3, 4. Once more, 3, 4. And again, 3, 4. Now D, 3, 4. And again, 3, 4. Once more, 3, 4. And again, 3, 4. Now E, 2, 3, 4. And again, 3, 4. Once more, 3, 4. And again, 3, 4. Great, now just to remind you through all of this, we should be standing up nice and straight, taking decent breaths. Your right hand should be near the saxophone all the time, not kind of in your pocket when you're playing a G. And we should of course have a decent embouchure. Your face should be doing the right thing, so no cheeks puffed out, nice strong ring of muscle here, no tucking in of lips, no sticking lips out too far, nice ring of muscle. Okay, so we're going to start at G, go down, G, F, then E. So F is 3 and 1, E is 3 and 2, but we know that already, don't we? So let's start on that G, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 3, 4. Once more, 3, 4. And again, 3, 4. Now F, 2, 3, 4. And again, 3, 4. Once more, 3, 4. And again, 3, 4. Now E, 3, 4. And again, 3, 4. Once more, 3, 4. And again, 3, 4. Okay, now there's one other note we need in this melody, isn't there, that we haven't been through yet. We've been through it in the class, but I haven't reminded you of it. That's a G sharp. G sharp, 3 fingers on your left hand, then your left hand little finger is playing this button here, okay? So 3 fingers down with that, G sharp. Let's just try a few G sharps now after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 3, 4. Once more, 3, 4. And again, 3, 4. Great. Now, we're also going to do a little bit of tonguing practice to start with. So, if you remember, with your tongue you need to be feeling behind your top teeth. Then a little bit higher up than your top teeth, you've got your gum. Then behind that, you've got that lump on the roof of your mouth. Now that lump is where your tongue needs to be aiming for when you're separating these notes, okay? So you should be saying da 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 da. Let's just try that. My turn. Da 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 da. 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 Okay, now I'm not kind of going da 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 and moving my mouth loads. I'm trying to keep it as still as possible. Da 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 da. 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 Okay, so I'm going to play you a couple of phrases. We're going to do it on an A to start with, just to make sure that it's a note we're comfortable with. So we're doing it on an A. I'll play a phrase, you play it back to me, okay? Okay, now we're getting to the point where those phrases are too fast to be attempting if you're going and still taking individual breaths. If that is you, stop this video now, find a mirror, stand in front of it, check your cheeks are in when you're playing, and make sure you're doing it all in one breath, okay? All in one breath, just separating the note with your tongue, just chopping it up with your tongue. So, the first bit of this, first bit of Seven Nation Army is 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna fight them all. Okay, let's just play that together. We've done it before. 1, 2, 3. And again in 1, 2, 3. Once more in 1, 2, 3. Great. Now the next phrase goes 3, 4, 1, 2. A Seven Nation Army couldn't hold me back. Let's try that after 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Now you'll notice the the note G, but in the lyrics it's a 7. That note comes in quite quickly, doesn't it? It's 1, 2, a Seven Nation. Make sure we're getting that. Let's try it again after 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Great, now they're gonna rip it off. It's exactly the same as I'm gonna fight them all. Our next phrase is taking their time right behind my back. So it's almost exactly the same as the first line. Well, it is the same as Seven Nation Army couldn't hold me back. Taking their time right behind my back. Exactly the same. So we're already in a position where we can play those first 2 lines. We've worked on those the most. Let's try that together now. I'll count the numbers out loud so you know when to come in. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 1, 2. Great, now I'm not going to go over that loads of times. If you can't play that yet, you can do that in your practice. I'm assuming that most of you can do that, and I've heard you do it in class. Now, just to remind you, we talked about practicing the bits you find difficult and focusing on those. So, we said that this next line, and I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget. We're finding it the hardest out of all the lines, aren't we? So we're going to break it up into bits. To start with, we're just going to go just E-E-D-D, talking to my, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just playing that E with the octave key after 4, 3, 4. And now the D with the octave key after 4, 3, 4. Okay, now we'll go E, E, D, D, 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. Great, now we're going to go Self at Night, which is C, B, A after 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And again. Once more. Okay, now it's quite easy for your fingers to get confused there. So can you just put your fingers down for a C? Make sure you're happy where your C is. Middle finger on your left hand. Then B. So back to C, then B, then C, then B. So you're switching over your middle finger and your index fingers there. And then you're going C, B, A, and adding on that finger at the end. So C, B, A, C, B, A. Let's play that. 2 beats on each note. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once more. And 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll speed that up a little bit. Go ba 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 ba. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 2, 3, 4. Great. Now we're going to try after 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Great. Now we've got talking to myself at night. Let's do the whole bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 3, 4. Once more. 3, 4. Great, now we're going to add on the and I'm A. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and I'm talking just that much. 1, 2, 3. And again in 1, 2, 3. And again in 1, 2, 3. Okay, now let's put that all together. We'll go. And I'm talking to myself at night. After 3, 1, 2, 3. And again, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Great. Now we're just going to go A, G sharp, A, because I can't forget. So that's after 3, 4, 1, because I can't forget. Let's give that a go. 3, 4, 1. And again, 3, 4, 1. And again in 3, 4, 1. Great, so that phrase goes 1, 2, 3. Let's try that all together in 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this might be the spot to pause the video, go over that a few times, rewind it, play along with me, and then we'll move on to back and forth through my mind. This bit's nice and simple. You'll notice behind a cigarette is exactly the same as because I can't forget. So we've got that in the bag already. So the only bit we need to learn is back and forth through my mind, which is all on A's, just A. Let's try that all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 3, 4. Once more, 3, 4. Great, so now we've got so it's back and forth through my mind, behind a cigarette, all together, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Now we've got, and the message coming from my eyes. So it's after 1, 2, 3, and the message coming from my eyes. Let's try that after 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And again in 1, 2, 3. And again in 1, 2, 3. Then we've got a rest there, we've got a gap, we've got a sha. So we're going, and the message coming from my eyes says, leave it alone. So let's just play 3, 4, 1 says, leave it alone. So we're going C, A, G, A. Let's just try that. C, A, G, A. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 2, 3, 4. Great. So after 3, 4, 1 says, leave it alone. 3, 4, 1. And again, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. Once more after 3 in 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to play it all the way through for you now. If you need to pause it, rewind it, learn some of the individual sections before you put it together, or you might want to try it all the way through and then see from that which bits you need to work on. Okay, so I'm going to play it all the way through. I'll count the numbers out loud so that you can play along with me. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 1, 2. 2, 3. 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay, apologies for the little squeak in the middle, you'll manage. So rewind, play along with that, and by next lesson you need to be able to play it all through fluently, individually in front of the whole class. Okay, so good luck, and I will see you next week.